What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here. We are back with another part of Marvel Future Fight, and Fantastic Four event is going full tilt, and today I should be able to advance it a little bit. I needed to level up Victorious to 3 stars, and we're about to do that now. Actually, we're going to take her to 4 stars, because I have a 4-star rank up ticket. So we're going to close that. By doing that, we should be able to advance our epic quest. So I think I'm at like 54%. Let's get that. Timeline battle, participate 5 times. Alright, let's get out of here real quick. So, basically, I've been favoriting all the characters I'm working on and just having them go to the front, so I can rank her up with a rank up. I had 4 of these at one point. That's my last one. Share that with the Alliance. And Mastery, I have the, I got one of those in a box here recently, so there's that. So we're doing pretty good with her. I haven't really gotten to use her yet. There hasn't really, like, she's not very high level, so, what was I about to, oh, here we go. So, level 45 now. About to send that. Let's see what goodies we got here. Legendary comic card. Ooh. I don't know if I have that one yet. And then all the gifts. So I'm gonna let it run through timeline battle. It just says participate, so I'm gonna keep this as my team. So it just needs to participate 5 times, so I haven't really been recording every step of this. I don't know why. I just kind of like, I try to do it at a certain time of the day. It just hasn't made sense. Like I keep missing like the reset, the daily reset, and I usually like to try to do it right around then. Oh, I'm not. I could probably win this. I have to say the events that you have to do in this kind of event quest have been going pretty smoothly. There's only been a couple where I was like, that was definitely intended to be a roadblock, just to prevent you. Like, I don't know. I'm of the belief that, you know, you're a microtransaction game. Microtransact everything, you know. And I know there's some of you that are probably like, oh, why would you say that? Trust me, they've already thought of it. It's not like, if I want the opportunity to advance certain things, you know, and I'm willing to pay it, that's another conversation. I actually did record a video the other day where I kind of went really in depth into microtransactions, but I wasn't comfortable with where it took me. Because, you know, I know who I am, and I know there's like an addictive nature to the microtransactions for some people, and it just kind of catches my personality the wrong way. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I do have regrets with this game. I know I spent way too much money on it, and I have been getting better, like, for a lot of reasons. Some of it necessity, some of it just like not wanting to do it, you know? Because I think about it in my head, and it's like, I will sit there and be patient and wait for, like, I don't know, a video game that I really want. I'll be patient and wait for that video game to go on sale, and I won't buy it over the difference of like $5, you know. But I don't even think twice when Invisible Woman's available to like go grab her, you know. So it's weird how that dynamic works, and it's all like it's kind of a mental thing for me. I don't understand it. There's probably a mental and psychological aspect to it. You know, and I understand it. I understand like why these games exist. I guess my biggest issue is I think back to Marvel Heroes Omega and just how much grief people would give them over the cost of things. Yet, and I understand these same people are probably the ones that complain about the cost of, you know, some of the microtransactions in these games. But I don't know. I think an interesting experiment, I would love to see the data on it, with Marvel Strike Force over Christmas. They had a lot of quote-unquote sales, and in those sales, you know, there were some fairly reasonably priced stuff, and I hadn't been buying anything from them in a while, a really good while, because their prices are even more ridiculous than this game. You know, for $50 you can have the chance to possibly get a character, you know, and it's ridiculous. It's like so ridiculous. Like for $50 in this game, at least Invisible Woman is 6 stars, you know, and it wasn't even actually $50. There were some good, fantastic core packages. I think the packages that I got, it was like $45 total, which is still a lot and way more than I wanted to spend. But I know that at least by doing that, I'll get Invisible Woman at 6 stars, and eventually Doctor Doom at native tier 2. So, I mean, I know that's not, again, the best, but at least I feel like with this game, compared to Strike Force, the value is there. But like Strike Force had, the one that I liked the most was for 99 cents they had an orb draft where I think it was like 4 times a day, you know, you could spend $1 and you could get a random orb. And sometimes it was a gold orb, sometimes it was a red star orb, sometimes it was actually 14 of their basic orbs, which is 14 random biometrics and 28 you know, different like ability mats or whatever, or like materials to level up your character. So I got those like non-stop. Like I got them every chance I could because it was $1, and I would love, like I said, I would love to see the data to see how much of a difference that made in people purchasing, you know, from the game, because I have to imagine that a lot of people saw the value like me and were doing it, you know. Alright, perfect. So we can finally get Human Torch. So I really think that these games, like what I feel like these games want one person to spend $10 rather than 10 people to spend $1. Does that make sense? And I feel like if the game was more appealing to try to get, if the pricing structure was more appealing to get 10 people to give them $1, that eventually those 10 people would give them 2 or 3. So, it'd be interesting to see, you know, but with Marvel Heroes Omega for $20, you would get a new character, 2 costumes, and some boosts. And maybe that's too much to me. I'll admit that. But when you compare it to Strike Force and Future Fight, and even Contest of Champions, you know, when you compare those pricings comparatively, it's like night and day. It's insane, you know. The costume prices are right in line with Future Fight. So it always like frustrated me, and I know like people people would, you know, talk crap about how much I shilled Marvel Heroes Omega. And it wasn't even that I was a shill. I genuinely felt the way that I did. You know, certainly 4 years of playing the game, never getting anything for free speaks to that. You know, I was paying, like, every payday I probably bought, like, $25. I bought, like, a card pack, you know? Like, I'd get, like, $25, $30 in boosts, like, every payday for, like, 4 years. And, you know, that's not because, you know, they wanted me to, like, well, of course they wanted me to do it, but, like, you know, they weren't giving it to me. I was paying it. I probably spent $2,000 on that game on PC, if not way more. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. And it was worth it to me. That's all that counts. I mean, would I have loved for it to have been Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Sure. You know, I would have loved to, but I don't think it would have had the same replayability to me. And that's something I've also been searching for, because this game doesn't do it. Like, this game, to me, you know, people are like, you know, why would you do all this if you're just going to sit there and gloss over it and say, oh, it's a cell phone game? Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's a game for me that just passes time. Like, that's really all it is to me. And I think the spending aspect of it really just kind of speaks to that kind of addictive nature that I have. I love character building, and I love, like, that's why, like, Fortnite is starting to actually hit me. I don't know if it was as much the gameplay as much as it was completing all the different challenges. Like, that's something that's interesting to me. You know, achievement hunting is interesting to me. Trying to have my full character roster on this game, you know, look awesome and be fully leveled, that's interesting to me. So, do you want me to do 10 times? Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. It's a healthy conversation to have. You know, and if you can say whatever you want in response, but, like, I don't know, just be respectful. And I don't know what the right answer is, because if they put this game on the App Store for $60 with no, you know, microtransactions, no one would buy it. Like, no one would buy that, you know? So it's kind of like a catch-22, you know? I really don't care about what they're saying, but I'm trying to cycle through anyway. Research the ultimate nullifier. Perfect. Thank God I was maxed out on these. Maybe we'll be able to get Invisible Woman to tier 2 today. I doubt it, but you never know. Combine ISO 8 5 times. Okay. I like that. Actually, let's go down here. Let's go into Invisible Woman. ISO 8. So that's a 5-star. Like, I try in these videos to be, I'm not gonna ever be a strat guy, right? Like, I know that. Like, honestly, I feel like if you want strats, go to Cynic Alex, man. He is really, really good at what he does, you know? And I feel like he deserves that, you know? Like, I just like to talk about news, share my experience, you know, show you what I'm doing. And if it's boring, it's boring. I get it. Totally get it. I'm not an idiot. I know what I want. in a YouTube video too. If people watch these, they watch them. Honestly, I do it for me. You know, like I enjoy going through the motions, you know, like, and it sucks because like I don't know what else to do right now on YouTube. We're just at this weird phase where this has been the only game that I really have, you know, for Marvel, that really I feel like does what I want everything to do, you know. So, and I stopped making them for a while because I agreed. I didn't think they were that interesting. And alright, we're just gonna get rid of both of these. I didn't think going through the motions every day when I wasn't advancing a character or didn't have anything specific to say was useful. And you know, with this, at least I'm going through and leveling up the Fantastic Four stuff, which is why I'm okay doing it, you know? So, I don't know. I'm just a laid-back dude trying to have fun playing the game. We've learned a lot over the course of doing these videos. I think you guys can tell the difference between where I am now from where I started playing the game. So... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Wow. That is what happens when you're... You know, this is what happens when you make a video and you're not paying proper attention, whatever. I just combined the 2 5-stars. So, it's fine. I guess I needed to combine them anyway. So we'll combine this one. Alright, that's 5 anyway. Alright, all's well that ends well. Alright. Mastery achieved. Alright, so Twisted World Clear Light Variant Champion 2 times. You know, I don't like the fact that you don't... Oh, you do actually get... Oh, interesting. You only get her biometrics when you actually play the level. Possibly. Because I feel like I did this yesterday. But I didn't get her biometrics. Wow. That was inspiring. I got exactly 6 of those. You know, I don't care. I'm not gonna even waste my time. 24 there. Oh no! We have to rank her up to 5 stars. Oh man. Crud. So we're stuck now. We have to get her advanced to 5 stars, which means 40, 60, 80, 100. Wait, 40, 60, 80, 100. So it's like 8 days before I can do it. 20, 40, 60. No, 7 days. So I can't advance her for no. I can't advance. That stinks. And I know that the point of it is to get you to buy stuff. But if I didn't have that 4-star rank up ticket, it'd have been forever. Because the only way you can get her biometrics are through, you know, the daily thing. What was I going to look at? That does put us at 72% at least. So there is that. Alright, well, that's where we are. Not the end of the world, I suppose. Let's check in on Invisible Woman, see what we can do with her. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get her. I mean, it could be worse. So we've got 2 of them at 20, and 1 of them at like 30% of 20, and then the other one to go. So, well, bollocks. Alright, well, there we go. We're in a holding pattern. She-Hulk just has to get to there. I have 4 tier 2 tickets, so I would probably be using, and I'll probably be getting a 5th. I'll be getting a 5th by the time we get Victorious to 5 stars. So I'm not buying a mega rank up ticket at this point. Medusa, I guess that's what I want to check it on. I mean, we did a good chunk of it. We got like 20% of it out of the books, or out of the way. Yeah, I got a long way to go with Medusa. Be nice to be able to get her biometrics a little bit more readily once we get to that point. Okay, well, there is where we're at right now. Hope everybody enjoyed the video, and good luck in your quest to get Dr. Doom. We'll see ya.